was doing my law, I was working for Vijay Bank. After that, I started practice after completion of law. During that period, Justice K.S. Hegde contested from Udupi constituency for Lok Sabha. My father was his junior in Mangalore as an advocate. He came home. Justice K.S. Hegde, Dr. Acharya and Vinay Hegde came home, and because during that time my father had met with an accident and he had lost his leg in amputation. So they came to see my father. I had come on vacation. They asked me to work for Justice K.S. Hegde. I said I am not interested in politics, so I want to go back after the vacation and start practice. But my father called me and said he was my senior advocate in Mangalore, so stay back for some time and work for him. I started my political career working for Justice K.S. Hegde in that election. After the election, my friends from Janata Dal wanted me to contest from Brahmawar constituency. That's how I got into politics. Otherwise, I wouldn't have, definitely I would not have got into politics. Even now, sometimes I feel it's a mistake committed by me joining politics. Sometimes destiny takes you from one place to another place. That's how it happened. So maybe whenever I go to schools and colleges, students ask me, do you want us to get into politics? I tell them, if you want to change the system, you join politics. If you want to adapt yourself to the system, please don't get into politics, because there are enough and more people who are corrupt there. I don't want youngsters to become corrupt by getting into politics. Now every system has deteriorated, but more so in politics. So I want youngsters to get into politics, at least to become opinion makers. So I request the younger generation to either get into politics directly or indirectly by becoming opinion makers, one of these. Even youngsters who came to politics, they have adopted themselves to the existing system. That makes me sad. That's the reason I request all younger generation to understand what is politics. The present day politics is making money and spending money to win the election. That should not happen. That depends on the future generation who become opinion makers. At least discuss it in your house with your parents, your friends, and try to change. Create opinion on the candidate. See the candidate and vote, not for the party or relative, because he's your relative. That's what I want people to understand. What is public policy is more important than your personal relationship or giving freebies during election. That is only for temporary period. You take the money, spend the money. Next 5 years, you will have to suffer. Change the whole system. And because of the system, what they see, he is taking, I will also take. That should not be the attitude. You try to change the whole thinking. There is one person asked me a question, if you don't want to make money, why did you come to politics?
You are going to be the leaders of tomorrow. It is the ladies who will make a difference. What we men have done in the yesteryears is a different story. But for India and the world as a whole, it is you, the girls and the ladies who can make a difference. One of the most important factors for media to cover, I feel personally, apart from we can talk on education, they were talking on teachers, they were talking on different aspects of different subjects. I just touch upon one point on corruption, where the media can really play very, very vital role. What is the definition of corruption? Corruption is the act of a dishonest person for personal gain. Act of a dishonest person for a personal gain. Why does this happen? There is corruption all around the world. You take the richest of the country, the poorest of the country, the most educated country, uneducated country. There is corruption in every country of the world. But what hurts you in my own country is it hurts a common man by corruption. United States, there is a lot of corruption. There is a lot of corruption if you see the CPI, that is the corruption, the perception index. United States is in the middle, just almost like India, little higher than India. But it doesn't hurt the common man. It doesn't hurt the common man by the fact that corruption is at a higher level, by millions of dollars. Let them do whatever they want. But what hurts you is when for a driving license one has to pay money, or for a certificate in a medical school you will have to pay money, or for any further matter, even to build a house, you will have to pay money. That the media has to look into what can be done. You people may not know that the richest of under the CPI, that is the perception, the corruption index, it is Denmark who is topping the world. It is from 0 to 100 the points are given. It is either by the United Nations or by the tribunal of the healthcare, all the care system of the people. Denmark stands first with 87 points. The least is Somalia, Sudan, and those countries in African countries. If you see the graph, you feel sad that many of the African countries are included as red. India stands almost in between. If any country is to come up, the media has to help that the corruption in any country has to be controlled in whatever way you can. How do you control? Is it possible? It is a human weakness. Why do people really become corrupt? It is because of the greed. There is enough in this world for every man's need, but there isn't enough in this world for a single man's greed. If he is greedy, nobody can help. Then what is the solution? The solution is, number one, it is the parents who have to make a difference. It is the parents who make a difference. At home, if you are a role model at home, that you should not be corrupt, my child, it is a bad sin, automatically child. I will just give you an example. I have time, 5 minutes. I will just give you an example of what a parent can do. There was a circus going on in the town. And the parents took all the children to the circus. The first parent saw the board, below 12 years there is no fees. It is free. And the parent came and he was seeing the board, look here son, you are 13, don't tell him you are 13. We are saving 25 rupees. All right, Dad. They went in and he asked, what is your age, child? I'm 11 and a half. All right, you are in, you are free. The next parent came. He was looking, that boy was a big boy. The next parent came. The same thing, the board. They came in and they asked the guard there asked, what is your age, child? He said, I'm 13. Oh, if you just tell you do not look 13, that big boy went in, he was 11 and a half, you just tell you save 25 rupees. The father said, no, he is 13 and I shall pay that 25 rupees. The guard said, all right, but why did you do that? He said, if I tell that boy that you are 11, he would be a liar throughout his life. Today it was just for 25 rupees, tomorrow it will be for 25,000, day after it will be for 2,25,000. So that is the lesson each parent has to take. That is the lesson. Number two is, you are mentioning about teachers. Teachers play a very important role. Each one of us teachers here are role models to our students. What we do, the students do. It pains you when you hear sometimes in the paper that some teacher has taken money for passing a student or failing a student. That is the ultimate sin a teacher can do. So a teacher should be a role model. Third one, media people, it is the society at large. Society is you and me. Who will have to guide the people? If I take an oath that I won't bribe anyone, automatically the society will change. It may be difficult, but still it is for them. What my generation has done, we agree we have failed, but it is your generation which has to take a lead. Take a vote that I won't bribe, even whatever difficulty may come. And I will tell media, Mr. Paul or somebody that this particular office is taking money, or this particular person is taking money. That should be the idea. And finally, the government at large. We are the people who elect the government. And it is up to you, the younger generation, to elect a government which is not corrupt. There may be variations of corruption, but it is up to you. If these four people, the parents, the society, and the teacher, and the government join together, it will be a world to live in and enjoy. That should be, and media has a very important role to play. And when I feel sad, you do not, Sridhar Shetty has done so much as it was shown, but how many media has really said that in the rural area it is so important? Dr. Vijay Kumar has done so much in oncology. How much of media have you covered on his oncology work? Dr. Habib has done so much of service to his own self. How much of... You put politicians on the day. Every other day we see politicians on the screen with red caps, blue caps, black caps and white caps. That should stop. Media should take a lead in enduring itself, that the younger generation takes the lead for a better society tomorrow. That is my final say. May God bless you all.
Initially I lost. I then again contested and won the election, became minister. I did good job, because even now fishermen remember me for what I did during those days as minister. First time in 1994, immediately I was inducted into ministry by then Chief Minister Devagowda. I was continued the ministry by then Chief Minister J.H. Patel. Both of them gave me opportunity and they supported me. I did a good job as a fisheries minister, because I didn't know anything about fisheries. But fishermen friends, they used to come to my office, they sit with me, they gave me ideas as to what is to be done in the fisheries department. What they wanted, I did. Not that what I wanted or the officers wanted. First thing I asked my director of fisheries was, he was a good chap. I asked him, how many years of service you are left with? He said 5. I told him, even I have got 5 years of service in this ministry. Let us go fast. Fulfill the aspirations of the fishermen. So even now they remember what was done during those days. I am very happy about it. Even when I go to coastal areas now, they respect me. See, that's what the people should think of, the representatives. It's not the money what takes you a long way. It is the work what you do takes you a long way. Oh, if the system changes, it's good. You can do good work, but the existing system, I don't think it's good. That I don't blame the politicians only for that. Even the people should think about it. Just because their party should come to power, they should not vote the corrupt person. A person who has got too many cases against him. They should see his background also. Even for journalists, I have a piece of advice. Whenever they write about somebody, like when they write about me, they should talk to me and confirm whether it's right or wrong, then only publish. Without knowing the facts, if they write, they are damaging me, which they cannot set right later.